Hey guys, Teach here, and welcome back to the Fergie Way. We're on episode 11, and world football has found a cure for the issue known only as Fellaini. So it's true, guys, it's happened. Celta Vigo have bid for Fellaini. I've said, you can have him. I don't really care how much money. I'm pretty sure they paid £8 million. Take a quick look. £8 million. They've took Fellaini off United's hands. And, well, I'm a happy man. You know, the central midfield's very, very, very packed out. Fellaini was a player who I never really wanted in the first place. Couldn't get rid of him for love nor money in the summer. And finally, I found a sucker in the winter. And on that note, guys, we've also had some more outs. We've had Antonio Valencia making the move to China, something I didn't want to step in the way of. He wasn't getting much game time. He did come to me earlier on in the season and say he didn't want to move blocking. And the Chinese came in for him at the break, and off he went, 4.3 million. No contribution to his wage. Leaves a happy player. And we're happy too. Ashley Young is another player we didn't have much use for. Crystal Palace came knocking. We have had to contribute to his wage to some degree. However, to get him off the books, to save that little bit on wages, again, pretty happy. And another large piece of transfer news is that Wayne Rooney has found himself a new club. New York Red Bulls have paid me a paltry sum of £1 million to take Wayne Rooney, and I have not had to contribute a single cent to his wage. Which is a good thing, because nowadays in football, if you've got a player who's earning £250,000 a week, he's getting on a bit, he's not getting played, you are going to take a hit when you sell him, not just in value, but you're also going to take a hit in having to pay his wages for another couple of years, or 2.5 years almost, as it stands with Wayne Rooney. The fact that New York Red Bulls were willing to pay for him, and were happy to offer him, had enough money to offer him a contract to make him happy, meaning I didn't have to pay a bean, means absolutely fucking brilliant. Out the club you go, Wayne Rooney. He leaves on the 15th of February, and we'll say no more about it. So following on from our last live com, guys, we did have our next game in the FA Cup against Leyton Orient away from home, in which, as you can see, I did try to play as many of my young players as possible. The likes of Rashawn Williams and Twinzabi were in there as usual. Romero starting in the sticks. We had Fosu Mensah playing. And we also had Nishan coming off the bench, along with Chong and Gribbin. Ran out in the game 2-1 winners. Played very, very well, to be honest. The squad played well as a whole. Fosu Mensah getting himself on the score sheet, and Nishan scoring from the bench. Through into the next round of the cup, where we will play Reading, and hopefully some of these young guns will get another shot at a game, which is also awesome. We then played Sunderland at Old Trafford. Sunderland, one of the few teams to beat us this year. They did knock us out of the Football League Cup at the beginning of the season, so it was almost a revenge game. And once again, 63% possession with 30 shots and 16 on target. Paul Pogba snatching a goal in the early minutes, followed by Phil Jones and then Zlatan Ibrahimovic, running out 3-0 winners. A good game in general. I could be wrong. Yep, no shots on target from Sunderland. They had 3 shots that went wide of the goal. Kept them out. We scored 3. Get in there. And then the final game we played since the last episode would have been against Burnley away from home. Tricky one, this game, because although we've got a 4-0 scoreline in our favour, the game didn't really play that way. Burnley looked very threatening throughout. And 2 of our goals, in fact, both of the goals from Martial, looked somewhat fortuitous as they rolled along the line. Keeper should have had a chance to clear it out, and for some reason managed to sort of tip it into the net. Martial getting awarded both the goals. And yes, so Morgan Schneiderlin got himself a start and rewarded me with the choice by giving me 2 goals and 2 assists. Played an absolute screamer. And based on that, we'll get a start against Tottenham in the live com today. So as we are in transfer season, and as of yet, I have not spent a single pound, I have been looking. And to be honest, I'm still completely lost as to what I'm going to do. We could add the likes of world-class players, and it will cost a significant amount, if not all of our remaining transfer budget of 87.3 million. To bring in the likes of maybe David Alaba, maybe Antoine Griezmann. But I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Alaba would be fantastic, instant world-class injection into the squad. However, we do have the likes of Luke Shaw, who I'm pretty damn sure is going to become world-class in his own right as we go forward throughout the game. And again, Griezmann, if we keep playing Depay up front, we have no need for another striker. We are playing 2-striker formation, so it's always handy to have 4, but with the likes of Rashford, Ibrahimovic and Martial, putting Depay with them is a great thing to do because it means Depay can also play out on the left if he needs to play out on the left and play up front if he plays up front. And that is exactly what Griezmann would bring to the team if he came in, the ability to do both. And with Depay playing so well, I think it probably rules him out. I'm not completely ruled out on buying anyone in January. It's proven problematic as to where to fill the gaps. As I say, there is the possibility of a right back, but we will just take a look. And as you can see, we've got the usuals of Alessandro Florenzi, we have Danilo and Seamus Coleman, but not really anyone who I'm thinking, yes, I need to bring you to my team. And that's about as far as my thought process with regards to finding players has gone. We look at the wage budget available. We do have almost £1 million a week available. Wayne Rooney will be leaving as well in the next calendar month, so we're going to have plenty of wage budget. We'll have plenty of wage budget. It's just not really knowing who to buy in and to replace the team. I have so many youngsters coming through the ranks that trying not to stump their growth is also going to be a tricky situation. But anyway, enough with the transfers. It's still 10 days of the month left. I'll probably do something. I'm just not sure what. So what we'll do is we'll head over to the Spurs game and we'll check out the lineups. So guys, we are heading to White Hart Lane today, and it's saying that we're on a high and we are 4-6 favourites with Tottenham at 7-2, even though they're playing at home. Toby Alderweireld being Tottenham's key man and Paul Pogba being ours. So as we look at the team sheets for today, we have Hugo Lloris starting in goal for Tottenham Hotspur, with Danny Rose at left back, Alderweireld and Eric Dier in centre backs. We have Kyle Walker at right back, Dembele, and I'm not going to murder the name of this Turkish chap who Tottenham have just bought. Literally, it must be his first game. But I will say Ozzy Yakup, maybe? I don't know if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. And I apologise if I am. And then we have Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli and Felipe Anderson, all behind Harry Kane up top. Now, I've named an almost unchanged squad for us from our last game. We have Luke Shaw at left back, Phil Jones and Smalling in centre back with Darmian at right back. We have Memphis Depay out left with Pogba playing the advanced playmaker role and Schneiderlin playing box-to-box midfielder. Henrik Mkhitaryan fills out the midfield on the right. We then have Zlatan Ibrahimovic playing complete forward with Martial playing off him up top. And let's see who Keane wants us to lay into today. Not too many. Christian Eriksen, Kyle Walker. Fair dues. So I am going to challenge the team to pick up where they left off. They did have an absolutely fantastic game in the last fixture that we had. So I'll pick up where you were last time out. Zlatan, we are going to expect a performance. And I will say to Schneiderlin, I believe he has what it takes because, as I say, 2 goals and 2 assists in the last game. Lad played well. Everyone has superb morale. Let's get straight into the game. So always an interesting fixture, Spurs. We did play him very, very early on in the season. One of my very first live comms ever, let alone on this career, but ever on YouTube. And if I remember rightly, they pushed us quite close, but we did come out on top, and I'm hoping for the same here again today as Martial now goes charging up the right-hand side of the field with no support. And Dele Alli comes into the back of him. It's probably going to be a booking here. Yeah, it was. Dele Alli chased him all the way back down the pitch. It's Jones in the area now. Mkhitaryan, Memphis, back post. Memphis having had a quiet couple of games, in truth. Pops in at the back post. As I say, the great thing about Memphis, and maybe why I'm considering not going for Griezmann, is he's scoring from the left as well. And that's where Griezmann would have to sit between striker and left midfield. So it's Pogba into Jones now. Jones plays it back out to Mkhitaryan. Cross to the back post. No one near Memphis. An easy tap in truth. So a quarter of an hour in now, guys, and it's Tottenham on the attack, and it goes straight to De Gea. Bad cross by Kyle Walker, but there was no one in the middle. As Ibrahimovic now plays it out to Mkhitaryan. It's Darmian, back to Mkhitaryan. Loses out to Dembele, and Dele Alli gets forward, but Pogba comes back and catches him. Well played, Pogba. It's Martial now. It's put Ibra through. Oh, Ibra's been quiet. I expected much more from Ibra in this career. I mean, I'm getting it from the other strikers. It's no drama, but I really expected more. It's Kane now to Dembele. Dele Alli, Eriksen. Dele Alli, Felipe Anderson to Dembele. And has the ball stripped off him, but it's back to Eriksen. It's Danny Rose, will cross. He won't. Schneiderlin cuts it out. And Gere beats Ibra to the ball. Come on, Ibra, you're a big man. Like, jump for it. For crying out loud. It's Dele Alli, and Kane was offside. Obviously jealous and jumps in the way. Mkhitaryan has picked up a knock. I won't risk it based on the strength that I do have Mata on the bench anyway. So we'll just make a quick change. We'll bring Mata on. So it's a 50-50 game at the moment. Of course, we are 1-0 up, but the shots are very close. It's 50-50 possession. It's Eriksen and Kane now. It's into Dele Alli. Saved by De Gea, come rushing out. More than a match for Dele Alli's shot there. As Smalling gets it away, but only as far as Deer. It's worked back into the box with Dembele. Danny Rose, Dembele. Felipe Anderson, Dele Alli. And Memphis now can release Ibra. Martial's in on his own. Oh, piss poor. Pogba now, Ibra. Martial broke his man. 2-0. Well played, Martial. 22nd goal of the season, leading the charts. Get in there, son. Pogba, Ibrahimovic, the little dink, strips past his man. Look at that. Sublime finish by Martial. And it's Memphis now, back into Ibra. Ibra sets Martial off again. Martial should have played Mata in just to his right there. And De Gea now clears it out. Memphis, Pogba, Ibra. Ibra sends it forward to Mata. Great shot by Mata, forces a save out of Lloris. We do have a corner in the 30th minute as Mata whips one in. And it's forced out. Luke Shaw now on our halfway line. It's Martial, Mata. Memphis, caught that one on the bounce. It's Dele Alli now and Kane. Kane looks pretty tired. I am tempted to just let this play out, and then I think I might make a change. Oh, Ibrahimovic, what is going on? So as I say, I'm just going to have a quick look. Go to the opposition. And I'm just going to put Harry Kane on hard tackling. As I say, he's very worn out. He's not got much fitness going on there. So we'll see if we can push him over the edge. You know, just a little helping hand. So it's a United throwing now. Shaw plays it out to Memphis. Smalling. Schneiderlin. Smalling again. And plays it all the way back to De Gea like a boring bastard. And it's Anderson now. It's Dele Alli. Played in Kane. Oh, forced a save from De Gea. He did spill it. Managed to gather it back up though. I do feel Spurs are going to nick one here. We've not conceded in. It's a good number of games now. We are on an 8-game winning streak as Martial, he can play in Ibra. He does. Great finish. Ibra, I'm guessing he's leapt like a salmon there. Rose above everybody. Nodded it back in the opposite corner. Let's have a look. Salmon. Yes, get in there. Well played, Ibra. It's Memphis now. Back to Martial. Ibra into Martial. It's cleared out. Only as far as Kane. Looks like Jones lunged him then but didn't get anywhere. It's Mata now. Out on the right. It's Martial. 3 men round him. And half time. So, I am pleased. I'm going to tell him I'm happy and I want him to keep it up. I want to tell Zlatan that he's having a screamer. And I do also want to say that Schneiderlin isn't having that good a game. So I'm going to tell him. Not happy with his performance today. He seems motivated. Let's see. He's got a quarter of an hour to try and have a little bit more influence on this game, or he's getting dragged off by his neck. And it's Ibrahimovic now. To Shaw. Pogba will try and find a way forward through Martial here. Martial to Schneiderlin. He gets told to pull his socks up down the other end of the field and puts one in the net. That's what I'm talking about. That's fucking management. Martial through to Schneiderlin. Top bag. There you go, boss. You said pull it out. I pulled it out. It's Smalling now to Schneiderlin and Pogba. It's Memphis. Memphis getting involved in almost everything here. Come on. Come on. Take it back off him. Give him a quick team talk. Assertively demand more. And Del Ali puts it over the bar, not for the first time in the game. They've been very limited to their shots. Spurs, we are at White Hart Lane. They will be getting mighty frustrated at how much they're being held out of this final third now. Harry Kane, once again, offside. Keeps getting in the way of the people behind him when they're shooting, so much so that it's getting called offside. And it's, Hugo Lloris spilling a shot there. He plays it out to Wanyama, finds Walker. It's Anderson now. Back to Del Ali in the middle. It's Kane now. Del Ali. Kane runs into an offside position once again. It's Walker with a cross. Alderweireld knocked it back out to Walker. And we feel Tottenham are trying to get back into this game now. They are getting a lot more of the ball in the last... Finally, Del Ali hits one that Harry Kane doesn't get in the way of and gets an offside flag. So it's Wanyama, Dembele, Harry Kane, lays it on a plate, first time by Del Ali, and that's the first goal we've conceded, and I'm pretty sure it's about 4 games. It's Schneiderlin now. Right, we are on the ropes. It feels like we're on the ropes. I'm going to go in and change something, as Ericsson and Wanyama's just put one over the bar. Let's have a look. So generally speaking, the lads are all playing well. However, Pogba on 72 with only 57 minutes gone. I am going to introduce a bit more of an engine in Ander Herrera, but I won't play him as an advanced playmaker. In fact, no, leave him as advanced playmaker. See what Herrera can do in Pogba's position, and we'll see how we get on over the next sort of 20 minutes before we look at making another change. It's Luke Shaw now out to Memphis. Memphis to Jones. Schneiderlin on the edge of the area. Smalling out to Martial. That was nice. That was silky shit. 70th minute, guys, we will make some more changes. Memphis is having a good game, but sat down at 70%. However, Schneiderlin. We'll bring on Fosu-Mensah for Schneiderlin, give Fosu-Mensah some game time. It's 4-1. We should be pretty safe. Tottenham need to score 3 in the last 17 minutes to try and get anything from this game. Otherwise, we're walking away with another 3 points, guys. It's Ibrahimovic now. Ibra to Mata. Martial has turned his man in the area, and Lloris with once again turning one round the post. Mata will take the resulting corner. It's gone as far as Ibra. And that was it. It's Mata now. Darmian, Fosu-Mensah. Ibrahimovic, shot from distance, gathered by Lloris. Once again, we've had 11 on target. Lloris has made at least 7 saves. It's Mata now as he releases Martial down the right-hand side. Ibra is in the box, but he's fluffed the cross. Martial, what are you doing? Heading into the final few minutes now, guys. At 85 on the clock. Del Ali now attacking, trying to bring it forward. It's Wanyama, Felipe Anderson. They have lost out. We have got a counter-attack on here with Herrera sends Martial, but Lloris was knowing what was going on there, charging out of his net and gathers the ball safely. It's Mata now to Martial. Ibrahimovic. Memphis, once again forcing a save from Hugo Lloris. Memphis will take the resulting corner as it comes out. It goes as far short. It's Mata, bad control, straight out and over the byline. It is going to kill minutes though. 89th minute with only 1 left. This will be the final highlight, guys. It will be 3 points in the bag and an away trip to the White Hart Lane. The Reds have done it again, 3-0 victors. Assertively, very happy with the way you played. Martial, very happy with your performance. Ibrahimovic, you did well. And that is probably about everything. So yeah, good result. We'll take a look at the table. En route to looking at the table, guys, it does look like Mkhitaryan will be out for 2 weeks, unfortunately. However, with the other formation we use, we can drop down into the more compact midfield, deploy Depay as a striker instead of a winger, and everybody's happy. So taking a look at the top of the league, guys, we are currently, although Arsenal are yet to play, Arsenal will play at 5:30 in this evening against Leicester. We are currently 14 points clear at the top of the league, which is ridiculous. I've just looked at the news there and we have been told that our run goes on and we have only conceded 2 goals in the last 9. On fire. Absolutely destroying it. We are, of course, now shrinking the squad due to the January transfer window. We have players leaving. The only question remains is whether I'm going to add any, and it's probably by the next episode. I imagine we're going to know. So on that note, we'll take a look at the schedule, and we will see who's going to be the live com in the next episode. On that note then, guys, it looks like what we'll do is we'll come back for the Stoke away game. So I'll play the FA Cup game against Reading, Hull and Middlesbrough off camera. And we'll come back for the Stoke game, and we'll also do a double header with the first leg of the Europa League first round knockout against Inter away from home. We'll do that, and then we'll reconvene. We'll come back at those ones. So on that note, guys, thank you very much for joining me on this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm still very much enjoying this little series that I'm doing. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. And other than that, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.